Hello, good day. To join, that'll be great. Are those dollar bills? What's going on, Marco?
What up, brother?
Not much. Just chilling. I just
Driving?
went, huh?
You driving?
Yeah, I'm driving. I just, I went out to get some ammo, so I found this ammo shop. It's like a dedicated ammo shop.
Yeah, I watched your
Phoenix.
video.
Yep.
Hey, but did they tell you about any other manufacturers like other than the Red Army? Like, did they talk?
And anything from Ukraine is being hampered, not banned, hampered right now because of the Ukraine situation, and some of the rebels took over these cities that have the factories in them. So they're having some trouble with that. So Wolf's going to be, of course, scrounging around. They're probably going to be going back to Romania for the Red Army stuff. Wolf, oh no, sorry, no, Century Arms is doing that. Wolf is getting them from Russia.
Did you hear that DB went to Russia to talk to Putin, and DB was in charge of the train that took all the dead bodies from the plane crash out of Ukraine?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, he's connected like that.
What's up, Wes?
What's up?
Is
Not
Ralph
much.
here? I would like to get
Nope.
into
No, he just started the lobby up. You know how it is. Start the lobby, go to bed.
Nah, he don't go to bed till late.
G-Web said he was going to do a chat tonight.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. It's already like 7:30 here, and in Arizona. So as Snow, he's busy. Hey, Stone guy, what's going on?
What's up, brother?
Hey, did you see my video? That answers part of your question regarding the ammo.
No, that's just bad information you got. That's all.
So we need to panic, right? It's gonna
No,
get bad. We gotta go now. Send your children.
Not panic. I said, Wolf's definitely not going to be affected. Monarch. I mean, there's going to be plenty of AK specifically.
It's already like 7:30 here.
Come on, rookie Dano. Gotta mute the other chat. No, but Chris, you don't gotta sell your ammo, man. I mean, like, you don't gotta sell your kids to buy ammo. Just sell your cat.
No, I know that. I'm just kidding.
Just sell your cat.
Dano, your chat is on.
that's just bad information you got. That's all.
Oh my goodness! Hold on.
I
Got
got
it. All right.
to mute that.
Send your children.
No,
I
I'm
was
just
wanting to hear that
exaggerating. I was just exaggerating, but yeah, I talked to the guy. He said Russian stuff's coming in, and but the Ukrainian ones are not coming in because of rebels took over the places. So unless he's getting, unless he's getting somewhere else, I don't know. So, but that's what he told me.
Someone needs to go out on the water and verify this. Make sure they're coming.
I'll go get my.
I've done
pontoon
like
boat.
You know
I
that
did
cigarette
up
boat?
and down research. So
That Red Army stuff looked pretty cool. That's neat that it gives you 6 full mags, like 180 rounds. That's kind of cool.
oh yeah,
That's,
I bought
like
3
it.
boxes.
I like it. I just found it a little bit dirtier than Tula. That's all.
I've never even heard of that Red Army stuff.
It's pretty new. Like, I mean, like, honestly, like, I never saw it until like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, I like the packages that come in. You have a choice. You can, you don't have to buy straight 500 bulk, and you don't have to separate retail separate ammo. They give you 180 rounds and then some. So I got 540 for like $150 after taxes, which is pretty much almost the same as you would get if you buy online. That guy actually gave me a deal because it was actually I would have spent 170, but he said he gave me a discount. So.
I got a question for those guys of you that were in the Quirks after chat Saturday.
No, Jesus.
My chat.
It
Well,
was such a good chat that we're still talking about it.
Well, it's I usually don't rewatch older chats, but I heard about this one and I'm about a half hour into it. When does it suddenly?
Oh, it's like an hour.
It's an hour and
It's
8
an hour
minutes.
hour and
Almost
7,
9 minutes.
hour 5.
Okay.
That's when G Webs is like, tell the story. Tell the story.
But if you go through that, you'll miss hearing how bad the 40 Smith & Wesson was.
Weak ass caliber.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. It just over 3 hours long. I didn't want to watch the whole thing.
It's worth watching the whole thing.
I think I put in the description what time it started, though.
Oh. But it seemed pretty interesting to go enough to make me go look for it. Anyway, before this card started, I was over there watching it. I didn't get very far. About a half hour.
I was just glad he finally got hooked up with the guy from Florida Carry last night,
Who's flying?
Chris.
Oh, sorry, it's me. It's me. Hold on.
Oh, there you go. Jesus.
It's like he just
fucking
closed
wind
the window
tunnel.
on his car.
He's riding on Mothra right now.
Don't hate on the man's G6. You got a G6. Relax.
G6. It's like a G2.
Fly like
It's a
G6.
Prius.
It's a Honda Insight. It's Honda's version of the Prius.
So Stone Guy, I was listening to you in the chat from the other night. You mentioned that usually on your days off, you like to go shooting on all those days. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So not as far as ammo you store for possible difficult times, but how much of what I'll call range ammo do you like to keep on hand since you shoot pretty much weekly?
Yeah, I mean,
Or is it
I gen-
available enough that you can just pick it up on your way to the range?
well, for what 9mm is now. The 9mm, I probably shoot 1,000 rounds a month in 9mm.
Yeah.
But then other stuff just depends. Like if I bring my rifle, like my 308 out, 30, 40 rounds, that's about it. Or if I, the 40 caliber, maybe just 500 or 600 rounds a month because it's more expensive. I don't know. I mean, cumulatively, I probably shoot, I don't know, 7,000 rounds a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Between all my different guns. I mean, you should figure out when I go to a match, that's 200
So you
200
spend about
rounds.
$1,500 a month on ammo.
Well,
Raw.
I try not to think about it.
So when you would have time to clean all your guns, then, or do you just not
Oh, dude,
necessarily clean them each time?
I clean them as
He
soon as
cleans
I
them
get home.
every chat, bro. Don't you remember like the first chat? He would stick his legs up in the air and stick a rod down the barrel.
Right. Yeah, but I do. I try to if I shoot a gun, I clean it. You know, usually shortly after I get home, or at least that night for sure.
How many
I'm
guns
kind
do
of
you usually take
OCD
to the
about
range?
that. Maybe 4 or 5. If I'm just, I got to make it worth it.
Yeah, see, that's my problem. Is like I really only shoot maybe like once a month. So, well, nah, like yeah, definitely at least once a month. And because I gotta drive like an hour and a half away to go do that, it's like I take everything and then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna shoot this because I don't want to clean it. I'm not gonna shoot this because I don't want to clean it. So, I mean, I try to shoot like at least 4 or 5, but I end up taking like 9.
Right.
Stone Guy, how long does it take you to clean your AR?
About 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, because on my AR, I have not found a way to what I call quickly clean it. I mean, I can clean a pistol and my pistol's in 20 minutes and be done and I do a pretty darn good job. But my AR, because of all the little cracks and crevices and everything else, just seems to take forever.
It does, especially if you're OCD about it like I am. I mean, you could pull your bolt out, wipe it off, spray a little oil in there, and then run a bore snake down the barrel, and that would be sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
But I disassemble and Q-tip and the little polymer scrapers, and it's like new every time. And honestly, I enjoy cleaning the firearms like that. And I honestly think that just for the long term. I mean, I've got guns that I've had 15 years, and they look like the day I bought them almost. Other than a few surface abrasions or, but the actual internals and everything else, it's, fairly. You would never think I've owned that gun for 15 years.
Right.
And if you stay on top of it, cleaning it, it's going to make it easier. Makes it easier to clean every time versus. Yeah. Oh, I'll clean it next time I go out and shoot, and then before you know it, you've shot it 4 or 5 times before cleaning it, and that shit's burned on and caked on carbon, and
Yeah, I usually get my Q-tips in the 500 pack.
Oh, yeah.
I go through Q-tips like crazy.
Yeah, I love Q-tip. Some people are like, man, Q-tips leave little fuzzies, but
it's very relaxing to get in there and kind of get all the little out of the cracks.
And what I do with Q-tips, just for anybody that cares, if you go ahead and put your solvent on them and just kind of twist them,
right?
Like just twist them up like a joint, and make the.
Oh yeah. Can you demonstrate that?
How would you know how to do that?
Make the little cotton tighter, You
should make a video about that.
Twist it like the end of a joint, but you got to pull a little extra off, because then it will fit inside the gas tube.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah, just twist it tight, and then you don't get all those little fibers from the cotton left behind.
It keeps it tight, just the way DP likes it.
But I tell you what, well, 2 things that you can for free really is old toothbrushes. I'm sure everybody knows that.
Oh yeah.
And then I use toothpicks a lot too, to get in like the channels on the on a slide. You can take a patch and just put it around the end of a Q-tip and just get real, just get in all the little cracks and crevices.
And I know it's not the right way to do it, but I'll take a paper towel, I'll fold it in half like a whole bunch of times, and then I have a set of dental picks. And
dental picks are great.
Yeah. And then I'll very gently go in some of those cracks that you're talking about, kind of clean out that little stuff. That it has nothing to do with the function. It's just about being clean.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then
Well,
you can get those the polymer dental picks that they're like made by a gun company for cleaning.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, I would have got those, except I didn't find them until after I already had a pair of stainless steel, or a set of stainless steel dental picks.
you know my favorite type of pick to use, and I kind of use it like what Stone Guy's talking about, like as far as a toothpick. You know when you walk into a gun, I don't know the name of I don't know the name of this company, but you know like whenever you walk into a gun shop and you look for like brushes or just like the chamber brush or just barrel brushes or whatever, it's like like the company has like a yellow backer. I can't think of the company's name, but it always comes like this little packet, and the backing's yellow or whatever. But that company also makes a brass, like it's like the size of a pencil, and one end is pointy like a toothpick, and the other end is flat like a flathead screwdriver. And instead of using toothpicks, I just use the pointy end with like a patch or whatever to scrub inside the chamber or whatever to get in nooks and crannies. And the flathead part is what I really use to scrape off all the carbon. And since it's brass, I don't give a shit. I press hard and I scrub and I rub, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I think I've seen those before.
Those are pretty tight, and they're not that expensive. I think it was like $5, $5 or
Yeah.
$6.
My problem is once I buy something, even if it's the wrong thing, like the stainless steel picks, to then buy the right thing really bothers me.
I feel you.
Because then now I've got two sets of picks.
Hey, Stone Guy, quick question. Since you're OCD, all right, when you're scrubbing out the barrel of your AR, you just pass it through a couple times and then run a dry patch through it? Or like you make sure that dry patch, or do you keep doing that until the dry patch comes out white?
Yeah, I generally I'll spray some solvent down in there, let that kind of drain out, and then I'll run my copper brush through it to break it all up. I'll run a couple dry patches, then I'll spray it again, run the copper brush through, and then run a solvent patch with solvent. So I'm literally probably overkill because I'll do that like 3 times, and then by that time the patches start coming out where they're not like tablecloth white, but they're they're white enough.
All right, so like like sometimes like you'll see like a little faint as far as like the rifling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Right.
like what I do actually is I have one brush that I don't give a shit about, and I have one brush that's my scrubber brush. And the one that I don't give a shit about, what I end up doing is wrapping the patch around that brush.
Oh,
and
yeah.
forcing it down the barrel. So like I can't use that brush anymore because it's been compressed smaller than 223. But I get really good tight fit whenever I try to wipe something down.
Yeah, I do that too. If there's nothing better than putting one of those cotton patches around a brass brush, because it gets it that much tighter in there.
And what I found out after doing that a couple times and just destroying the brass brush, I ended up getting one nylon brush for every caliber. So therefore, I don't have to waste any more brass brushes. I just use the one nylon, and that's able to squeeze in there.
I just saw something that Gunworks. They're on YouTube. They do some like high-end long-range rifles. But there's they just did a YouTube video about some product. It's like some kind of foaming bore cleaner, and the guy swears that all you have to do is, spray it in there and it foams up, until it starts to come out the end of the barrel, just a touch, and you leave it there for about 3 hours. And he says that foaming action will eat away everything, and all you have to do is come back and run your patch through it, and that's it. So I might give that a try just to see, if that really works. Because I do. I mean, I get through a shit, like I said, it's overkill. So I get through a ton of hops and other little solvents just because I waste it, really. Yeah.
You use brake cleaner on your AR at all?
No, I mean, the only time I ever use like a bore scrub or a brake cleaner is when I'm trying to degrease something for, like when I put on my muzzle brake, I'll use that to degrease to get the threads nice and clean. Um, but now primarily there's some stuff called Hilco Lube. It's fantastic. It's like a cleaner lube, all in one deal. I use the shit out of that stuff. I'm sure like everybody else, I've got like those little Tupperware like plastic shoebox containers. You know,
Yeah.
like, basically the size of a shoebox, but they're Rubbermaid shit. I've got one full of nothing but bristles and brushes and little plastic things to hold the patch and tools and all that shit. And I've got another one full of nothing but solvents, and then another one full of nothing but lubricants. You know, like all the different shit that you buy because you know, it had cool packaging or someone recommended it or.
Yeah.
I think G-Web said that foaming thing is called Clean Bore, spelled with a K.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. That. I mean, like I said, this is a high-end rifle company that's, you know, I don't know if they're just paid to say it works, but I mean they swear by it. So.
Oh, look, DF2 Dot just gave a great idea and said if you can't find the brand or if you can't find plastic picks, you can always buy a pack of floss brushes or you know, like those floss picks.
Oh yeah.
I never even thought of that.
I didn't either. That is a good idea.
Looks like G-Web's looking to start something up.
Think so. Let me go check this out.
Yeah, he's only an hour late, but whatever.
I just saw a notice.
Better late than never, huh?
Well, that depends.
There we go. Yeah, link. All right, we'll hop over here real quick.
All right. All right. Well, it looks like G-Web's is going to start something up. Let's see what we can do.